to Genfanad. We have to get out of here. Escape the Fey Realm. At least that's easy enough. There's a whole teleporter right here. And then escape the Dark Forest. And then head on over back to town, where we need to look at a few things and then continue on our way with our high-quality silver ore. Let's see if we can just get over there nice and easily. Luckily, these fairies aren't aggressive. They're level 42. Alright. Dark Forest. Yeah. Just gonna run right into some wolves. That's alright. Ow, he had a 4. That's not good. Not what we need right now. We got piles of lemons here. We got somebody here collecting lemons. I can take some free lemons. It's like a great time. I am a lemon stealing person. I know the lemons are disappearing. Let's grab some of those. Eat the lemons. Examine lemon. Sour. Nice. Alright. Looks like there is... What kind of guy are you? Ardent? Probably didn't need to mess with that. This is not the way out of the forest. Heal a little bit. Alright. Ow. Run away. Was it worth coming over there to get that dew? Debatable. We just need to get out of here. That's what all this food is for. We're definitely going to need more food in the future. My goodness. Alright, we're going to use the shortcut out of the Dark Forest over here. Past these other foxes. It's the little evil red eyes which makes it all spooky. Alright. We don't need to spam click, that's not going to help us. Climb that vine. Nice. Brilliant. And back down the other side. Very good. Dark Forest. Escaped. With only a little bit of having to heal. Also, free lemons. Lemons were collectible there if we really wanted to. What level for that? I'm not sure. Tomato, pumpkin, watermelon. Yeah, lemon was 17. There's a Wonder Bloom right there. That's gonna be one of the things we're going to get some more information on here. Wonder Blooms. Current dew count is at 308, which is very solid. Or kind of more of a liquidish kind of deal. And more blooms here. Good. We're back in coin now. The starting town right next to the Dark Forest. It's definitely a thing. Need to get over to... No, this is Scent. Coin's the other one. Let's go sell some stuff here. I think we just sell the lemons. If we need the lemons, we can train some botany here. Stats is 12 botany. We need botany for other things anyways, so that's all good. Got some wooden stakes in the shop here. Sell price a whopping 1. Eh. There's an option to... Yeah, there's sell all now, which is much nicer than spam clicking sell one over and over. So all the high quality lemons, yep. 8 coins for me. Whee! I will take it. In a literal sense. I literally just did. Okay. I'm sure eventually... I mean, I think there was a very expensive thing in the do shop, so... Probably going to want to collect these, at least for a while. And it's also always going to be helpful to have more of the XP buffs and all that. He's got a Warhammer. Fighting the Mega Chickens. Very cool. We really need to do some combat at some point here. But there's just so much to do. There's just so much to do. So much to do, also. We have fun here. Another Wonder Bloom. Phasing in and out of a wild chicken, as you do. So he's grabbing tons of watermelons, dumping them on the ground. They were dumping high quality watermelons. Got low quality melons. Yep, there's high quality melons. So they're just melon farming up a storm here. Grinding that botany XP. Fantastic. Don't know exactly how we're going to train all the skills here. It's obviously helpful to like do botany on something where I can get experience in something else with the products. But that also means you need to spend time bringing them to the bank. So that definitely slows down just the botany by quite a bit. Well, that's okay. More things to consider. Lots to consider. Total level is 188 so far. Our survival skill is not very high. I think that's just making fires, basically, so... Has not come in too important quite yet. Also, our sorcery is level 1. Because cards are expensive. We don't have all the money in the world to be messing with that quite yet. Definitely going to improve as we get to higher level combat stuff that presumably will drop more interesting things that we could potentially sell. But everything in time here, I suppose. Let's see what we can get here with the Dew guy. Sage, the Sage. Now we have 327. Pretty solid. So we can get the Wonder Tracker. Tracks how many Wonder Blooms are left to find. We're gonna buy that. And then... Redeemed Wonder Tracker. Wonder 7 out of 50. So I think that's just the total amount we found. So it's not actually like location or anything. But with there's 50 in the game, that's quite a few. And some of them are definitely going to be in difficult areas. So I'm not gonna worry about that too much. But definitely something to look into. And then we also have some here. We can buy some XP boost potions though. Provide a small boost XP restocked every week. Okay. And they stack, which is fantastic. And now they're out of stock. So eventually we might buy the Explorer's Hat. Much more important than XP. Makes it look pretty and nothing else. For 1500 Dew. My goodness. Here we got energy drink tiny. Plus XP by 50% for 1 hour, up to 1,000 bonus XP. So in total, it's 1,000 experience, which is that's a sizable amount. So in total, this is basically, unless you're doing really slow things, where you're not getting 1,000 experience per hour, I guess. It's basically 7,000 experience. And presumably you can just burn through all these as you see fit. So it's definitely going to be a good idea to use these. Make the most of what's available here. Technically, we probably could have bought some of these earlier and gotten the shop restocked and all that, but that's fine. Okay. Next up, while we're here in town, there is another shop to check out. In coin here. It is a cosmetics shop. We will see what they have and what they can do. Right after we grab this Wonder Bloom. Oh. 8 out of 50. Yeah, we're gonna need to... Honestly, it'd probably be a good idea to get a map started of where we picked up the Wonder Blooms, but not too worried about that quite yet. But here is the cosmetics vendor. Their house is... Or house or business. Maybe both. They got a lot of interesting stuff in here. And they are looking fantastic. Oh. There's Zoom. I don't know if that's been... I think that was new. Look at their crazy mask. Alright, I don't know. We keep it as far out as possible to be able to actually see some things. And not that full zoom out is very far at all, but it's alright. Let's talk to the cosmetics vendor here. If you trade me, I can offer you all sorts of cosmetics. Like party hat? No. Not only do they have to be relevant to this game, you also have to have previously unlocked a cosmetic before you could use it. Alright. Like the Valentine heart antenna here. Valentine heart antenna, would you be my alien? Redeem. And gray cat ears, yeah, redeem. You already have one of those, you don't need multiple. Okay. Then we have cat ears. Enjoy your gray cat ears. So that means that we now have these. If we drop them on the ground, we can just get them back here. So you get your cosmetics, and they are permanently storable here. Also, there's a new inspect option here, showing requirements for wielding or using, and equipment stats. So if we inspect the pickaxe here, it is 10 attack, and equipment stats is +6 aim and +6 power. It's 10 mining with +1 tool power. And inspect this. It's got aim and power and level requirement. Very good. So a little bit more information without having to look into what changes on your screen for all the combat stuff here. Information about what the combat styles do. Very good. Alright. So that means we can just have our cosmetics there in the shop. Very good. Very cool. I'm okay with that. Alright. Next up, we are continuing on a quest. We needed to bring a high quality silver ore out to Aurelia in the Costin Ridge. And that sounds dangerous. Actually, before we do that, we need to sell the bronze pickaxe here. Don't need this anymore, since we have 20 mining, which is 79,000 XP. My goodness. Another 13,000 for the next level. Wow. Let's trade. Sell that off for 5 coins. We can just quick sell here in the inventory. Brilliant. Brilliant. Some interesting stuff in here. Put these coins in the bank, for sure. So, coins. Get out some more crisp rat and steak here. Assuming we survive, which is not entirely guaranteed. 1 high quality silver ore. There we go. Alright. Back into Costin. Always frightening. Well, once we get to the border here at least. Out here in the nice and peaceful lands, everything's just fine. No problems whatsoever. But we need to dodge past many an enemy. And again, higher combat would be helpful for being stronger, potentially not dying, since our health is so low. Alright. First, we need to get past these skeletons. Far enough away this time, they're not going to come destroy us. Alright. If we go south, this direction, there's a Wonder Bloom next to that skeleton over there. That's not really what I want. All these rabbits are a problem. Most likely. Treasure chest with nothing in it, doesn't seem. Okay. So we're getting some rabbits and some bats here, which is not great. Oh. I think it's 9s, my goodness. Was that a 20? I think I hit a 20. Oh no. I don't think that's the best way to go there. Yikes. Alright. Let's go try to get our stuff back. That is one of the problems with trying to get the high quality silver ore over there. The enemies. I need to find a better route right there. Because going to the south there is... I guess we could go north. That's potentially safer. Just have to loop around more stuff. But there is less enemies in the way to the north. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. But now, we need to... Yeah, if we get hit by those rabbits, we're just dead. Clearly. Also, we're currently invisible. That's fine. We're a ghost! That's alright. And we're back. Nope, now we're gone again. Not gonna worry about it. We need to heal back up before we head out there. Assuming we can get any of that stuff back again. That is the difficult part here. That is why we don't bring anything that we don't keep on death that we are not willing to lose. Seems like the items kept on death every time do fill the saved item slots. So you don't get to keep every bit of equipment and then 3 more things or anything. Just your stuff. Assuming that you have more than 3 items, I guess. Or you could bring less equipment, but then also save some items, so. There's options. Oh my care, rabbit. Indeed. Bank. Grab out some food here. There we go. And this is why I got multiple high-quality silvers. Because I just knew something like this would probably happen. We just need to be smarter with our route here. But if that enemy can hit 20s, you would need at least 61 health to possibly survive. And that's not even like a guarantee that it can't hit higher than 20. We just have so little health, it doesn't have an opportunity to get max hits on us. It just annihilates us. Oh, it's definitely a thing, isn't it? Maybe if you're brave and try using ranged or magic, try to get some safe spotting going on. When you see a rabbit out in a desolate wasteland, don't assume that you're going to be okay, because you are not going to be okay. Can confirm. They're only level 37 too, my goodness. I do not know how all the scaling works here, but it's definitely a thing. Alright, we'll take the high quality silver ore here. Far enough away from that rabbit for right now that we can pick up our stuff. Okay. I don't think we're going to be coming this direction anymore. There's also the option of going through this path here, where there's enemies outside. You have to go past the skeletons at the start once you get past the fortress, so probably safer to just head to the north instead. But now that we're this far, we're actually okay. Should be able to manage from here. We even got our high quality silver ore back. Fantastic. We got some random meat in a rotisserie right next to a plagued rat area. I wonder what they're cooking. Probably nothing too tasty out in this area. It's all a bit of a mess, all things considered. Okay. Disaster averted once again. Let us get over to the maniac standing out here in this horrid, horrid place. This inventor uses only the most needlessly difficult to obtain components. Can confirm. Unless it gets even more needless. Now that we have the silver ore, you need to forge it together with the bones you etched earlier to make a unique alloy. That's it? I just need to forge a bar of silver with some hero bones mixed in? Easy, right? Aurelia gives back the etched bones. There's a forging furnace in the town of Coin, directly to the far west of here. That's a really long walk. What do I do if I lose something along the way? The hero skeleton and silver deposits aren't going anywhere. You can always just gather more. If you do, don't forget to etch runes into the bones with a chisel. The silver also has to be high quality, or else it won't bond with the bones. Got all that? Good. Now smith the key and return to me when you're done. Alright. Could have just told us to do that, but the needlessly difficult materials also involves travel time, apparently. Ow. We can test out the new let's go north instead of south method here. Plague rats are level 42. Would be good to know the max hits of things. Could probably look that up. In general, if it's stronger than you, just don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. It's not going to work out for you. Doesn't help that vitality is so slow to get up. Especially at the start here when it starts with way more experience than anything else. That's alright. Yeah, it's basically completely safe over here as we make our way over to Foreboding, which is this town. That's good. Grab another bloom on our way past. We're gonna have to see how far 1,000 experience gets us to be whether we want to be constantly buying these potions all the time or what we're gonna be deeming worth using the potions on, I guess. A lot of rabbits in the way. I don't like that. I don't love that for us. We're just way over here. If we cut closer to the mountain on this side. There's really no safe passage through these fields of death. Alright. Around here is good. Yeah. Dealing with wander radius and aggro range. Definitely a lot to be concerned about. Alright. And we made it out. So we don't need to go and get these materials back again. Although there is still the return trip once we've made the bar. Or do you want us to make a key or something? Bond with the bones. Smith the key and return to me when you've got it done. Alright. Yeah, there is in fact a forge over here. We're going to be need to do a lot of forging here soon. With all the tin and copper that we got. Assuming we can actually forge this right now, which probably can't when I think about it. Required 20 mining to get the high quality silver. So, just gonna take a wild guess here and say it's probably gonna be 20 forging to actually make the bar. Although this is also a special quest bone silver bar thing. So it could be any level, I guess. I guess we're about to find out, huh? If we can't make use of it here, we should be able to grab plenty of levels from the forging. Although I don't know if it's going to be as many. We just barely got to 20 mining. I think forging was lagging behind slightly. So we might need to end up getting more ore later for that too. Alright, forge furnace. We need high quality silver. Yeah, silver bar is 20, bone silver bar is also 20. So, yep, okay. So this is for the Heart of Gold quest. Cross off the thing that we actually accomplished here. And put on the bone silver bar, which requires 20 forging. Alright. Well, we definitely have lots of ore. Let's get a guess of how much experience we need here. Also got a little bit of experience extra after 20 here. 1 or 2,000 maybe. So we need like around 77,000 XP. So 45,000 XP-ish in foraging here. Bank. This and this. I guess that's just gonna be a slot here. I guess we could technically use the potions on foraging. Get an extra 7,000 XP. Not a terrible idea. I'd really prefer to use it in combat, I think. So if we look at our tin and copper here, we do have a decent chunk. I don't know if it's 40,000 XP worth. Let's see exactly how much we get for one here. All of our things still fit in the bank here. Let's grab out 15 of these and 15 of these. I think it's only a few experience after we actually make the bars here. If we go ahead and make shields, because that's actually a reasonable thing to do. we need 45,000. I think we have like 1,400-ish here. Yeah, I don't think we're even close. If we forge our high quality stuff to make bronze bars, each of these is 10. So that's like 14,000 XP. That is not even close. even with the potions, not even close. I think it's gonna be a while before we can make that bar. I guess that also means we're kind of locked out of making any of the jewelry with the silver. Since if we can't make the bars, we can't use the bars to make the jewelry, so. Yeah, it's a bit of a something there. Alright. I think after we go through this set of bronze, I'm gonna try to get iron instead. Just to continue moving forwards here. Assuming this is enough bronze to get the high quality bronze item achievements. Since that's something we can do. Alright. What is the next plan here? Apparently, there were some quest changes, some new rewards, new shortcuts and areas you can get to. Wasn't too specific of what those were, so that's definitely something. I think we could probably move towards one of the quests that was specifically mentioned. That was turning over a new leaf, where we were at the stage of the quest where we needed 5 first edition cards from Leafy Boys, or Leaf Boys, or however you want to say it. However they actually are called. They were level 12, but we're level 10, so we could probably deal with it. They're just right to the west of the town there. Let's get our gear out here. I think we bring the better food. Because we're going to be fighting some higher level enemies. We also want space for anything that might drop, so. Equip our stuff. Go. That's the best equipment we have here. That's fine. We need to head to the northern Druid village. Over across the river here. Oh, that should be doable. Level 12 enemies, huh? If we can manage to fight them effectively, we're gonna get some bonus experience. Just a little bit. Oh. Assuming that they can't hit 5s, which I really have to hope here. They're only level 12. We got a decent amount of armor here. 60. Decent. We will have more if we go through with the bronze bars and make the higher quality armor for the achievements. That's probably something we should do before we really get into any more serious combat here. We need to make a low quality piece of bronze chain body and a high quality bronze chain body and a high quality bronze short sword. I guess we have to try to make a low quality chain body. I mean, we're gonna have plenty of low quality bars. I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I think we already have a bunch of low quality bars. We need to make the good chain body and a good short sword, specifically. Then if we have any high quality bars after that, which, honestly, if our attempts to make the high quality shields and helmets and dagger aren't anything to go by, we can't really expect much. We will see when we get there. For now, we will face off against an enemy 2 levels higher than us to hopefully continue a quest. Apparently, some of the dialogue was changed too. So we'll have to see how much this really connects. We should probably go talk to the druid first to make sure the step of the quest we're on is still correct. And we still need to do what we're supposed to be doing here. Would be a bit unfortunate to go try to get a drop from an enemy for a quest when it turns out the quest has been changed enough that's not what we need to be doing right now. Definitely worth looking into. And it's in the same area, so that's fine. We're gonna be just fine. Just fine. Right up here. Here is Cox. Brooding outside the village. I'm going to make up with my brother. Need some new magic cards to place the ones I stole. You should know where to find more. Yeah, that sounds like that's going to be what we're doing here. But we'll go confirm for sure. Better safe before we are not safe with all this combat than sorry. Specifically his brother, I think, was way at the end here. Trying to make it up to each other. Druid. Rowan. Father Vine has some pretty amount of ideas. I say I'm mad about all the yoga. It's Father Vine. Sister Stonefruit. Probably not his brother. There's a low-quality iron sickle. And a fruit bowl recipe. Interesting. Always good to get some recipes. Because that is a thing out here. Since your destiny is tied to this tree. Right. Brother Shrub. That could be him. Part of the issue of starting everything, you're not exactly sure where you're going. He's looking for the 5 limited edition Earth cards. Oh, that's what I was doing. There's a brief but awkward silence between the two of you. I'll just keep waiting then. Oh, that's what I was doing. It does. You can find enough information by just going back. Not in this tab though. This just tells you the name of the thing and whether you have started it. And a whole bunch of question marks over here for some reason. Potentially where actual information might be at some point. That's the dream, I guess. Alright, are the Leaf Boys aggressive? Because if they are, that's a problem. Doesn't seem like it. I will take it. I will take it. Alright. Fighting a Leaf Boy. Would you get back here? I'm trying to stab you. We got our high quality dagger at least. Got lucky with that. We should be able to do some damage here. We can hit 4s. So we are dangerous to us. There's a wind card. The Leaf Boys have bones. Fascinating. And here is the limited edition Earth card they're looking for. So that's perfect. We can hit 5s. I think we can hit higher than that. I mean, that was also with the old sword and the old combat system, so I have no idea how much we can hit, actually. I've not done a lot of combat since that. That's alright. Right, another wind card. The leaves are blowing on the wind, apparently. Let's keep ourselves nice and high health here. I have no idea what we're up against. Another 5. This is, like, the best weapon we can have at our level, so it's acceptable. Did not get the special one that time. It's gonna be more than 5 kills, unfortunately. Let's see how much experience we're getting here. We've got it stacked into strength right now, because that actually does stuff these days. The XP drop is 21.4 and 64.3. Not bad. There's another limited edition. Yeah, the regular Earth was not the Earth card we were looking for. Nice. One more. Just need one more. A potential enemy to look at for actually doing combat. Not too far from Zamoc. So we could bank there easily enough. Get some earth and air cards. Wind cards. Could be something. Really need to look into the whole sorcery and evocation at some point. There's the 5th. Oh, I guess we got 6. It also might drop more than 1. I don't know. Just felt like stabbing that guy, you know? There we go. Limited edition earth cards. Just what we needed. They also dropped some pine logs. Oh, that's interesting. I think that takes a much higher wood cutting to get. And wood cutting is... Logging is definitely not one of the things we are focused on. Cool, though. As promised, 5 limited edition earth cards. Thanks. You can tell my brother we're square. Must feel good being able to cast your favorite spell again, huh? I never had the hand for spells, actually, but the cards are pretty. And sometimes it's nice to just imagine yourself as a powerful wizard, you know? Yeah, fair enough. They do look pretty fancy. Literally gonna just drop one of the things he's been wanting to have for so long. I can imagine being a wizard. Only later. That should be good. There you go. Your brother says you and him are square. Great. Then all that's left is to make up with my dad. What's the plan, Cox? After I turned 16, I left before I could take my druidship exam. My dad didn't take it well. I heard him howling at the moon as I left the property. Do you know that druids can talk to nature? Proving you can understand when it speaks to you is how you pass the exam. It means you need to go talk to Brick for me. Where do I find this Brick? Brick is a childhood friend. He's a rock, or actually, he's the moss on a rock. One south of here on the west side of the river. He's also the druidship exam proctor. Known him for years, refuses to speak to me since I left. Moss are known to hold grudges. It's a thing. Anyway, Brick hangs out on the shoreline south of here. Get him to give you the exam password and deliver it to my dad? Sure. I will go ask the rock moss for the answer to your druid exam so you can reunite with your woodland family. Yeah. If we manage to confer with this rock, does that mean that we passed the druid exam? Are we druids? Let's find this rock. Brick the rock around the... actually Brick is the moss. We learned this. That's specifically what we were told. Here's some rocks. And you got... Brick, you over here? My man? My moss? Got some logs here. Pick up. What do you say? Which direction do you stand? One south of here on the west side of the river. Yeah, we're right. Okay, there could be any manner of distance we need to go. How are these rocks looking? It's gonna rock me. It's a rock on the ground. Alright. I think we need to go further south. Hangs out on the shoreline. So maybe we're gonna have to get down to that kid that loves crabs and the rock crabs down this way. Could also technically be in town here. It's still the shoreline. No, worth investigating. Should be able to find a rock with some moss on it. Climb down this trapdoor next to an outhouse. Seems like a great plan. Add a hole in the fence. There's a rock we could mine. Maybe clay or something. Not very mossy though. Oh, there's a wonder bloom. Next to the giant spiders. Yeah, I think we saw this from the other path. Other side of the path there. That'll work. Big crate there. Right. Mine a rock. Mine a rock. It's kind of out in the water. That's a bush, not a rock. Very different things. Here's the river crabs. That's a campfire. I'm gonna find a rock we can talk to or something. There's a rock wall. There's a trapdoor here too, huh? Contains 3 aggressive level 16 crabs. Do not enter unprepared. Yep, gonna avoid that. Rock with moss on it, rock with moss on it. Death trap. There's a bloom on the island over there. Huh. Rocks, rocks, and rocks. Oh. The baby water elementals are aggressive. We've gone too far south. Okay. Well, apparently it's actually back with the druids. I guess that makes more sense. He did say to the south, though, right? 1 south of here. Honestly, if it's back with the druids, that's definitely not... I would not call that south of here. I would call that southeast at best. And pretty much just east. Directions. Sometimes problematic. And this is why when things are looking south, not working out, that is when guides are okay. Want to try to figure it out as much as possible, but after we've scoured the entire nearby vicinity of southern shore, figuring out it's actually to the east is definitely something. That's okay though. I don't know if this, or how much this was actually changed here. It's fine. Alright. It's over here inside the gate. It makes sense that the druid exam would be in with the druids. But that does check out. Let's see if we can get in here without any problems. Aggressive enemies can be nice, but they can also be a huge problem. Depends if you're prepared for it, I suppose. Right. We got does here. Hopefully these deer don't try to eat me alive. They could do it. They totally could. There's bucks here too. Get past them. Right in my path. Level 24, we could maybe survive. Not holding my breath though. Here is brick. The moss. Supposedly this talks. He's on like a pillar or something. The rock has no eyes. You can't shake the feeling that's somehow evaluating you. Ho there, it's Brick here, of the famous Tree Mosketeers. Currently Druid Exam Proctor, a renowned giver of side-eye. You here for the password? You must have been making of a druid if you can hear me. What's it like trying to talk to someone who can't hear you? What's it like screaming into the dark while trapped inside a moss body? It's alright. I like the solitude. So about that password, it's walnut gooseberry jam. Walnut gooseberry jam, walnut gooseberry jam. Just imagine what it might taste like and you won't forget. Imagining is all I can do. Never get to try walnut gooseberry jam. Go tell Father Vine and you'll have passed the exam. Well done, Proby. We did it. And this is just a mossy broken pillar. Even so, it was eventually reclaimed by nature. Looks like there might have been a bridge here before. Based on all these broken pillars spanning across a river. Wonder if the druids tore that down. Didn't want people crossing in here. Some willow trees. Well, that's neat. We have a hatchet we can use. Yeah, willow trees are also a thing. There's oak trees at level 25, and then willow and pine at I don't know what level, because I don't bring a hatchet around with me all the time to test what level it was. Higher level than we have, that's for sure. All right. Talk to Father Vine. You, Father Vine? What can I do for you, friend? A message from your son. He's been poking around outside the commune. He says he wants to come home. Also, walnut gooseberry jam. Father Vine's eyes well with tears. All at once he crumples to the ground, a sobbing mess. My beautiful baby boy has passed his test. Oh, happy day. Oh, splendorous tidings. So he's cool to come back? Tell my son that I love him, will support his lifestyle, whatever he chooses. But yes, there's a place for him here, if he wants it. Thank you for your kind intervention, adventurer. This homecoming would not have been possible, if not for your help. All in a day's work. Especially after that day involves getting murdered by a rabbit and being unable to forge a silver bone bar. You were the backup plan, saving this family's relationships and all that. It's a whole thing out here. We do what we can. So, what did Dad say? He cried a bit, then said he supports your decision. Sounds like you're good to return home whenever you're ready. I knew he'd forgive the hair dye if it was made using bear meat. Oh, I don't think we told him about that. As long as that's actually what he agreed to be okay with. Bear meat's hair dye. That sounds like the opposite of druids, but okay. Well, you've been a great help, adventurer. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. Thank you, and here's a bunch of money. I don't have any money to give you, since I spent it all on carousing. My moss friend Brick might let you use his river portage. It's like a bridge, basically. Do you remember the password? Walnut gooseberry jam. Nice. Now I know it too, if Dad ever asks. Clever. And we've completed turning over a new leaf. The mossy portage is now available. 5,000 botany and 3,300 cooking. That's enough for botany 13. Nice. That's going to help for all those quests that require botany levels. I'm good with that. That is quest complete. So let's go try this river portage. Sounds like a great time. Erase this off my ever-expanding list of quests. There's also a new quest added, but that is for later. We completed a quest though, so I'm going to count that as a big win for us. So we can talk to Brick here. Hello again, Greenleaf. How are you enjoying life as a druid? It's fine. Say, someone told me that druids are allowed passage over your moss bridge. Can you get me over the river? You're asking if you can step on me and my moss friends? What if... What's that they said? Mortar? Rubble? Don't let them step on us, Brick. Stick? I'm still recovering from last time. Brick? Oh, pipe down, you lot. This one's a careful one. I can tell. Not like some of those other druids who don't wash their feet. Yeah. Here's cement. Yeah, I'd take steel-toed boots over Father Vine's toe jam any day. Then it's settled. The druid probably can step on us. Are we all agreed? Aye. As long as they're gentle. Then mind your footing, adventurer. You're free to cross. You can cross the river here by stepping on the rocks. Cross the river? I'll stay for a minute. Talk to Brick again. Cross the river by stepping on the rocks. So that's how we activate crossing the river. Cross the river. With a skip and a hop, you cross the river. And now we're over here. Brilliant. Oh, is this Brick over here? Mossy broken pillar. Error occurred while loading this script. So we can cross it that way. Supposedly this talks. Is this Brick the moss? I mean, there's also all the other talking moss here. This does not seem to be currently working. But presumably we can also cross back the other way. Not much of it. I guess it's something of a shortcut. We can cross from that way. Check the map here. There's not really a huge amount of stuff up this side anyway, so. But that is an option. That's something. Probably need to go and see if there's any other rewards from the quests that we've completed. Since we have completed some of them. If there's new shortcuts and stuff, that'd be useful information to have. But I think we need to go and start the next quest. And that is Bogged Down in a Creepy Hollow. And this takes place in the... Oh, is this a whole bunch of iron right next to each other? How far are we from a bank here? I think there's definitely more iron options. That's good. That's good. The bank's right down here. That might be an okay spot. Anyways. It's over in the newest area. On that hill that looks a lot like a person or a giant lying down. Near there, at least. We'll make our way back over there again. And see what is going on for that. Next time. Goodbye.